We're back on. We're back for the attack. Now, can we get something done while everybody's in bed? The stall cleaner's here, and I'm here getting it done. We're just riding my horse. Where's she at? She's at Bill Thomas Performance Horses, Saginaw, Michigan. Now, we're going to find out. See, right there. See her do that? That's just who she is. So I got my smacker to smack her. We're going forward with little to no resistance right now. We got a little resistance, but it's a nice cool morning. So I just smacked her because she's reaching around to give me resistance. And, I didn't know if there was something wrong with my horse, because it's like she's been going so perfect. And then she started giving me some resistance, and I'm like, okay, she's just 3-year-old. Start calling her 3-year-old. And you just got to go through it. And the main thing I got to remember, keep my seat, keep the horse underneath me. I got a pretty good chance of staying on her if she does anything, if I got her underneath me. I have a tendency, and maybe some other people do, to lean, like she's going that way. That was a perfect example of her going that way, and then me leaning the way I want her to go, instead of keeping her underneath me and putting her body back underneath me. And I got to remind myself to do that with her, because I will lean the way I want her to go instead of moving her underneath me. And I got to steadily remind me of that, because I fell off her mom and because of that exact reason. I've came off her too when I had her underneath me and had my hand on the saddle horn. And because horses are so fast, I didn't even have time to close my hand to stay on. She rolled out right underneath me, because I knew where she was at, and I knew that I needed to be ready. And I was ready, and it didn't do me no good. I literally was sitting on the horse like this with my hand on the horn, and she literally rolled out right from underneath me. So she's going pretty good today. She gave me a little resistance. Not bad, but I had my whip, my slap-a-rooney, slap the horse, because you just need to make noise. It needs to be loud. We're not trying to inflict pain. We're trying to change your mind. And to change your mind, you don't need to use pain to change a horse's mind. I mean, me personally, if a horse is doing something, like trying to kick me in the head on purpose or bite me, I will try to make it sting a little. But if they're just being a little resistant to training, I don't necessarily want to cause pain. I want to just get my point across that we need to keep going forward. We need to get something done. And we're getting something done. See that? Quit. Now, I let her slow down, but she gave me some resistance there. And I'm at a barn now where it's like, you better quit. I got backup. full on backup with her. I mean, they're not here right now, but you better quit. She needs to know, see, this resistance thing. Quit. She does want to get cowboyed on, but we're going to get her straightened out. And that's why I'm here, because I can get this done. And if I can't, I got backup, like all the way top level. You know, he's got a guy working for him that could ride anything. And that's what I need, because this horse needs, if she decides, right now she's just giving me resistance with, you know, turning her head towards me and not wanting to go resistance. But if she starts trying to lift, if she starts trying to, and it's a cool morning, if she starts trying to, you know, get physical with her body, I just have him ride the crap out of her. And we'll keep going forward, because we got no time. We got no time to waste. I mean, I'm like, their 2-year-olds are already doing stuff. And I ain't worried about that. I don't care where everybody else's horses are at. It don't matter to me. She's physically capable of doing everything, so I don't have to really get her physical. But I do got to keep her going forward, and I need this resistance to go away that she's putting on me this week. And she just needs to go forward, and she don't want to. And that's the perfect example of, this is to get them, you know, Clint Anderson, everybody's heard of him. He says the same thing. You know, they all say the same thing. And the reason is, they say you need to get the feet going forward and you need a wet saddle pad, is because you need to get some work done. And you can't get any work done if they're standing there saying, no, I'm not going to go forward. And if depending on where the horse is at, you know, they start learning that if they start bucking a little bit or something like that, that they can get you to quit. And that's the last thing you ever need to have happen. So for me, I just need to make sure I got backup, so that if it does get to that point, it's like we can get through it. Because I'm smart enough to know my limitations. And I also know that this horse ain't gonna intimidate me. There's zero intimidation. It's just a matter of, I physically can't do what I used to be able to do. And when you're starting a horse, when you're starting these performance horses, they're born and bred to perform. Their athletic abilities are top level. And she's just giving me resistance. We're just going to ride through it. You got to ride through it. Change the directions. Isn't that what they say? Move them feet. Change directions. Get them thinking. See that resistance? She wants to slow down. So we're just riding. Right here. Right there. I've started putting some pressure on her. And I started pushing her a little bit more. And she's, pushed her a little bit more. She's going good. But as I add to get her going more, she's giving me resistance. And you got to go through that. See her head come up there a little bit. And I just had to make sure there wasn't something wrong. And there ain't nothing wrong. It's just her personality. She's going to give me work to do. And that's just flat out, bottom line, this horse's work. And You know, I wouldn't be able to get good if there wasn't no work to do. I've rode horses where there's nothing to do. You just get on them and they're just easy. I'm going to try and find a spot to stop if she'll start being good. And there you go. That was good. I don't know how much showed up in the video, but just riding through her resistance at the walk trot. Really am at the spot where I am loping her. But I like to get stuff, me personally, I'm like, I want to get all the resistance gone at the walk and the trot and then the lope and then, you know, right there, some resistance. It's like, it's just who she is. There's nothing I can, you know, I wish that I could just have a good, loving, horsemanship, friendly, high quality, just soft and easy, and the horse just goes with a light little touch, which she's not going with a light little touch. So I got to do that. And it's like, she don't give me the choice, you know? If maybe I'm not good enough to do it the soft, gentle way, which is really what I want to do. She lost her footing there. Not picking her damn feet up is what happened. Thinking about resistance instead of thinking about picking her feet up. Hey! Whoa. We're going through some stuff, and that's why we're here. To go through it. Like, we got to get through this. And we got to get a wet saddle pad. Hey! I'm telling you what. See, right there, now I stopped because I don't want to get mad. Because I don't need to get mad. I need to go through this calmly. Okay? And I need to remind myself of that. Because she just does things that don't make no sense. Like, I've been as kind and as gentle to her and as soft as I can be. You know, she's been, 3 weeks of soft. You know, I put my leg on her, stick my toe out, and then I just add a little bit of spur, and she moves. I mean, I got her to the point to where I didn't even have to really touch her with a spur. Right there, I didn't really touch her with a spur, but she didn't go. Come on. She's giving me some resistance, and now I got to find a spot right there. That's her resisting me, not wanting to. So how do you get them to go forward? Come on. Well, you just go through it. And you have to go through it. And with her, it's like, it's kind of makes me a little bit upset that she's not better than this, because I feel like I've done a good job, with getting her to, willingly guided. But right here's where, if I stopped right now, quit! She's going to get cowboyed on. And that's where it's like, I had her going pretty good yesterday, but now she just, she's trying to figure out a way to, I don't know what she's trying to figure out to do. I honestly don't know. She's just being her. She's always giving me a reason to quit. Do this. I don't want to hit my horse. I don't want to be aggressive. You tell me a better way. You tell me a way where when your horse stops going forward, starts throwing its head, you tell me how to get through that without a little bit more pressure. Because I'm only using as much pressure as I need, and I'm trying to leave anger out of it, because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And the horse ain't doing it. Quit. And so I got my little smacker here to get her going forward, because, you know, my spur, well, I don't need to get her bloody with the spur. And I don't, you know, it's like whatever it takes to get through it is what, and we just got to get through it. We just got to keep going. We just got to get through it. How's it going? Who?